Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crumwell. It's been nearly a month since Harrisburg Mayor Wanda Williams won the Democratic primary to be reelected. Harrisburg is an overwhelmingly Democratic city, so very often the primary kind of is the whole election, but not always, including maybe not this time. Seth Kaplan is here to explain why that is. Good afternoon, Seth.
Hey, good afternoon, James. Yeah, here we are in June, focusing on a mayoral race that could have been decided in May, but then again, might not be decided until November. That is because in Pennsylvania, candidates can hedge their bets by cross-filing, essentially giving them the opportunity to run on the other party's ballot in the general election if they come up short in the primary. And that, in turn, is what City Treasurer Dan Miller did. Miller came in second behind Mayor Wanda Williams in a field of 5 candidates in the Democratic primary, but he got enough write-in Republican votes, more than 100, that he is poised to be on the ballot as a Republican candidate against Williams, who you see there, in November. The question for the past month has been whether he would actively run and try to do one-on-one against Williams, what he couldn't do in a more crowded field of 5 candidates, that is to say, defeat incumbent Mayor Wanda Williams. That would be a tall order in a city where Democrats do outnumber Republicans by something like 5-1. But does Miller think he can do it, and do enough potential supporters think he can do it? James, that is the big question for Miller and those potential supporters. He has a couple of meet and greet sessions coming up here this afternoon, another one tomorrow night at historic Harrisburg. We're going to be talking to people and basically see if the support and I think read between the lines, basically if the money is there to support him as well.
Seth, I mean, this is not a very easy thing to do. I know you said he had enough votes to be on the Republican ticket, but to actually then run, he was running as a Democrat, to actually then run as a Republican and try to get enough votes to be in a head-to-head contest is not an easy thing to do.
Right, and you'd have to sort of thread a needle strategically and explain, obviously Harrisburg voters would not vote for what they would view as as sort of a traditional Republican. I mean, just the voter registration isn't there for that. So he would have to convince them that he's the right person one-on-one against Williams for other reasons. Now, we've seen cities, New York City has had Republican mayors, even though it's an overwhelmingly Democratic city. So it wouldn't be the first time in American history that somebody has won in a situation like that, but it would be unusual. And so here's the question. He has told us he's gauging input. We have reached out to the Dauphin County Republicans, asked them how that would work for them. Would they support someone who clearly, traditionally is a Democrat here? We've reached out to Mayor Wanda Williams to ask her how she feels about this possibility, where she's, kind of been, but not really fully been reelected here yet as mayor. And so more about all of that coming up tonight at 5.
Okay. There's a tease for us, Seth. All these people you reached out to, I have no idea what they've said to you, so we'll watch tonight at 5 and find out. Okay. Thank you very much, Seth. Really appreciate it.